A viral exclusive. It's official. Dwight Howell and Amy Luciano are calling it quits after months of picture perfect red carpet moments and joint ventures. The power couple's fairy tale ending is ending in divorce. But why now? And what's really went down behind the scenes? Rumors are swirling and receipts are starting to surface. You won't believe who's being blamed. Stay locked in. We got the full story on Viral. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Viral. We talk about Dwight Howell and Amy Luciano calling it quits. What went down? As a couple of months ago, they was lovey-dovey and celebrating their love, black love, and all of a sudden now they're calling it quits. But we'll get to it in a minute. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on Viral. Here on Viral, we talk about NBA Hall of Famer Dwight Howard and his wife Amy Luciano from Love and Hip Hop now calling it quits. They're getting a divorce. What went wrong? A couple months ago, they were lovey-dovey. They claimed that nobody was going to break their bond, their relationship after a quick romance, and all of a sudden they got married. Well, things turned crazy 6 months later when they wasn't seen together. And now Dwight Howard and Amy Luciano no longer as that. Let's hear what's going on with Dwight and Amy right here, right now. This just in. Hollywood couple Dwight Howard and Amy Luciano are done. After nearly 6 months of marriage, the two are officially filing for divorce. And it is not as peaceful as it seems.
Married? I don't know who y'all married. And then to go out y'all way to at him. I stopped posting him because I could see if it was like people saying negative things about him. But y'all going out your way and y'all adding my husband, y'all gonna at him to disrespect him on my page? We're not gonna do it. So I thought I was gonna be one of them girls who can showcase like her. So I wanted to like really show my life and the changes. And I wanted to show y'all us traveling. And I wanted to show y'all, like, it's my first time being married. I've never been married before. I don't plan on doing this twice. I actually wanted to show y'all a lot of stuff. But people were so negative and so nasty that I was like, maybe I got to.
From building empire together to dominating headlines with their love story, Dwight and Amy made it look effortless. But sources say the cracks began to show months ago. Tensions behind closed doors, missed public appearances, separate vacations, rumors of infidelity, financial disagreements, and conflicted career paths are now at the center of speculation. Insiders say the split already turned messy with lawyers and NDAs in play.
You know, I gotta ask because I'm the woman in the room. Are you legally married to my girl, Amy Luciani?
That's not her name, but
That's not her name. Amy Luciani, her name?
no, that's
Like
a
a rap
stage
name.
name. That's a rap
She
name.
is actually a rapper. That's
Really?
She is an artist,
Oh.
actually. So that's
Yeah,
her
that's-
rap name. Are you legally married to her?
We are.
Okay, that's what's up. I had to ask because, you know, it was reported that you guys were, but it was never no confirmation, anything like that. So I want to know.
Oh yeah, it's always some rumors, but just keep that side of my life private, so everybody ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Keep that private, and keep it moving.
Well,
I know we made us out right now.
I was about
I
to
said
say
private.
it is not private anymore.
Amy?
So
What if he started calling her Amy after that? You ain't acting like Amber. You acting like Amy.
yeah, so Amber, or Amy, as people might know her from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, after she filed for the divorce, there's been conversations, speaking of rumors, there's been conversations about the fact that she filed for divorce only after 6 months of them being married, and people are basically saying she did it for his money. So Amber, or Amy, posted a statement yesterday, and she said that this was supposed to be a private moment. She says that she's always said to him, whatever you worked for is yours. I'm not that type of woman. She says that she actually has that in text. And she says she's the one who brought up a prenup first and he declined. She says, I do not want any of his assets. I do not want half of anything that he earned or obtained before me. Not a car, not his properties, not his business. These rumors do not align with my character. Believe it or not, some of us women really date/marry for love. So she was clarifying some things.
Yeah.
Well, how long they dated before they were married?
I don't think too long.
I'm not for sure. I
know it was actually leaked that they were
legally
dating. Before they even got married, for real. Like, because they were in a club and like they were hugged up in a club, and I think somebody had posted it like, "Oh, Amy Luciani is in here with Dwight Howell," and then the next day everybody's like, "Oh, all right," and then a couple weeks later they were married.
Yeah,
that's how it went. That's how I saw it on Shade Room.
Well, I know.
Stick with Viral for exclusive updates and shocking details on what this means for their $1 million brand moving forward. The love is gone, but the drama is getting started. As you saw right there, Dwight Howell and Amy Luciano no longer together. What is really going on between Dwight and Amy Luciano? That's the question. Amy didn't want nothing to do with it. She didn't want no hearsay. She's saying that she's done. She wants to move on, but she wants to take half his money. But a lot of people are saying that she should have saw the signs when they was telling her in the beginning, but she didn't want to. She chose to ignore it and wanted to do things her way. And now it caught up with her and bite her in the you know what. Now, all right, let's hear what you people had to say. You people had a lot to say about the Dwight Howell and Amy Luciano getting a divorce and why Amy didn't see the signs. Let's hear what you people had to say on what the people say.
News. Let's talk about Amy Luciani and Dwight Howell. I told y'all this was not going to last. I spoke on this. I read on this. Told y'all it wasn't going to last. Amy Luciani is the example of women that think because they get a little status, and I'm going to take them off of here because for whatever reason, it's not allowing me to like show myself. Hold on. Amy Luciani is the example of a woman that gets a little status about herself, didn't really have much going on, had a man that was there that supported her and loved her, and yes, I'm talking about Mozzie, and getting to a certain caliber where people are noticing her, and then feels like she has to go and get a rich man, instead of taking the small issues that she had with Mozzie, because Mozzie was not unfaithful. Mozzie was not stealing from her. Mozzie was only being a product of his environment, meaning he did not have the best solutions for things, meaning sometimes he didn't really know how to problem solve between her and his children, but those are all things that could have been worked on. This is a prime example of sticking to what you know, because sometimes what we think is greater or greener on the other side is not. Amy Luciani is a fool. I said it in the beginning when she broke up with Mozzie. Said it way back when they was going through the breakup. I said she's foolish. Because that man has been there for you when you were down and out. That man wished you the best. He was a good man to you. You had small things that you were not happy with him about, and you still tried to paint him to be the bad guy, and then you got with a real villain. So I don't feel bad for her. I do, however, wish her the best. I did try to warn her. I've read on her and Dwight Howell when they first started dating. I said it was a disaster made in hell. I definitely read on her and Mozzie's situation and advised her to have a conversation with Mozzie because it was a clash of egos, honestly. But Amy Luciani is the example of bird behavior. Y'all always be calling people out for having bird behavior. This is bird behavior. When you get on and you start getting noticed, you don't go and hop on the first rich penis that you find. You don't go do that. What you do is you build your brand with somebody that you know loves you for you and who's there for you, and you push them and motivate them to be better. Because while she was saying that he had certain ways about him that she felt were quote unquote bummy, I'm sure she had some of the same ways as well. Okay, so that's my whole synopsis on the Amy Luciani and Dwight Howell, because I know my people want to know.
So Amy Luciani got on here and said that during her relationship with Dwight Howard, aka marriage, she never asked him for a brown penny. And I'm trying to figure out, is that a flex or what? Because I don't know how I would feel being married to someone, hell, being even in a relationship with someone, and not asking them for nothing. Like, that wasn't tea, sis. And then to say, okay, I don't like this narrative that y'all painting of me. I get it. He dead ass wrong. Because if you asked him to sign the prenup and he failed to do so, he shouldn't be painting that picture that he's painting of you. But I still can't wrap my head around the fact that you ain't asking for nothing. And then on top of that, you say you married for love. But if you married for love, why is y'all getting a divorce? Because usually people that marry for love, they stick it out. Like, they try to go therapy. They try to go to God. They try to reason. They try to compromise. So which one is it, girl? Like, was it that bad? Was the love that bad? Yeah, come to the front and explain it to us, boo.
Yo, it's your boy, man, coming from Cali. I need everybody to tag all the blogs. Tag all the fucking blogs right now. We got some lying going down. One of my boys, Dwight Howard, he got a new wife. She going crazy about that money, y'all. I need all y'all ballers, young basketball players, young baseball players, young football players. Take notes from Dwight Howard. These women do not love you. They're targeting athletes for money. Dwight fell madly in love with this woman. Married her. He thinking it's the one. She's pretending to be a church woman. She pretending to be a mother to his kids, telling him she's going to help his kids getting commercials for hair and all these things for Dwight to funnel money through and help her out, help her grow, help her be successful, make her a boss and take her from, the TV shows and everything and make her into a wife, right? This woman is a succubus. She's conniving, she's evil. She doesn't love him. She lied about she can't have no babies. She lied about everything. She was feeding them a crazy dream. And I'm not talking about nothing I don't know, like, oh, I'm one of these weird dudes that don't know her. Oh, I met her. I was actually at her birthday party. And if you guys recall, they took a picture. I'm the one that took the picture. Well, I spent time with her and I observed her. And my calculations telling me she's a woman that can't have babies and she don't like kids. And there's more. I need y'all to tag all the blogs. I need y'all to call Peter. Yeah, we're going there. I'm sorry, Dwight. Justice for Sunday. I love that dog. Matter of fact, that's my friend, Baby. It's his animal. He loved this dog. I believe she killed the dog. It's a certain type of dog. It's a Belgian Malinois. These dogs are military minded. They're smart. They're the same dogs that caught Osama bin Laden. They're the same dogs that John Jones, the champion UFC fighter, is training with. They're the same dogs from John Wick. They're security dogs. This dog has the speed, agility, and the brains to not get hit by a car. And usually they run in packs. This woman lied. While Dwight was out of town, she let his daughter have parties. She wouldn't feed the kids. She was gone for multiple days, left the kids by themselves. And the biggest part that she's leaving out, hold on, that within the 7 months of them being married, she was gone for about 3.5 at a time. So half of the time she wasn't even there. And then she's saying that she didn't want no money from Dwight, but we have the paperwork. Yes, we have the paperwork. For 6 months, she wants half of everything this man has worked for his whole entire life. Ladies, I'm not no woman basher. I love women. I love the panocha. I love everything about y'all. Everything, the essence of a woman is finger looking good. But as a woman, this ain't right, y'all. She don't deserve that money. She don't deserve him, honestly. This dude is a great dad. I seen him firsthand. I said, man, I wish I could be a great dad like this dude. His kids going on worldwide adventures. And guess what? Matter of fact, let me go back, because I was at her dinner party. She do not like his son. Yeah, I'm going to say it. She don't like his kids. That's why she's saying the kids, yo.
Never a secret. So her doing this whole big thing about how they're no longer together because she caught him messing with men in wigs. It's crazy work because, girl, it was never a secret that he liked men. It was never even a secret to you. I just thought you didn't care. And if we all knew that Dwight Howard liked to mess with men in wigs, then Amy had to know.
Told y'all that old boy was go both ways. She been told us all the stuff he was doing back in the day when they were dating. So now that Amy Luciana is saying he supposedly, she found him with some dudes with wigs on. Now we want to start believing the whole thing. If y'all don't know, Dwight, he been out the closet. This is nothing new. But now all of a sudden, Amy sees it for herself. Like, come on, girl. Everybody knew this. For her to act like or pretend as if she didn't know this dude was gay is crazy. Or bisexual. Whatever he wants to call himself. But y'all was pretending. She was pretending like she was so in love. And we could see right through all of this stuff. Now, y'all about to get a divorce. Or are they even married for real? Because I could have swore I saw something that said they wasn't legally married. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, girl, we been knew Dwight swung the other way. Where you been at?
Podcast, and we've interviewed up here Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
According to reports, Amy Luciani has filed for divorce after 6 months of marriage. Now, there was a report that she wants all of their marital assets and property to be equitably divided by the courts, but she posted, I plan on speaking on this one time only. To this day, have never asked him for a single dollar, not 30 cents. I don't know why she said that random number. Before we married, I asked to sign a prenup. I texted right to him. I told him I want to sign a prenup because I believe what you work for is yours, and I'm not the type of woman to take what's not mine. I mentioned a prenup first. He declined. I do not want any of his assets. I do not want half of anything that he earned or obtained before me.
That's rough. I feel for Dwight. When he was on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, he was there with his wife and he looked as happy as ever. And I feel for him because there's always talk about his personal life outside of like the greatness that he had on the court. And I think, the news of this coming out is only gonna intensify that. I feel bad for him. But
well, I do want to say he was amazing on Dancing with the Stars. Aside from all of this,
yeah, he was awesome.
I was watching. I was like, "What Dwight Howard gonna do today?" He had the moves for somebody so tall.
Look, Dwight Howard is the one that ain't want to sign the prenup. Wait a minute now, huh? Amy Luciano said, wait a minute, hold up. Dwight Howard is the one that ain't want to sign the prenup. Wait a minute. Amy said she don't like this narrative that everybody got. She tried to keep it private. She tried to just, recover and heal from whatever happened between her and Dwight Howard. But she said, don't get it twisted. I ain't want nothing from him. He was the one who ain't signed the prenup. She didn't want nothing from Dwight at all. And she wanted to keep what she had. She said, whatever you had before me, you deserve to keep that and me as well. Dwight, why you ain't want to sign the prenup? That's a good girl right there. Hey, listen, hats off. After she had got rid of Mozzie, I ain't gonna lie, I liked her and Mozzie a little bit. But I know why she left now. Now that everything done played out. With Dwight Howard, I don't see why you wouldn't. Dwight Howard, at least from what I thought, he getting bread. You in the big three. You chilling out here. You got a couple businesses and stuff like that. Why you ain't want to sign, Dwight Howard? Listen, if she got more of a bag, then you just say that. Huh? She said she just want everybody to know that it's still some women out here that actually date for love. I gotta respect that. Now, honestly, she got a couple kudos points for me from saying that little post. I ain't gonna lie. Amy said, don't get it twisted. Dwight Howard was the one that ain't want to get their affairs in order. But what do I know? I'm just a messenger.
So Amy Luciani wanted to come out and say that her and Dwight Howard is no longer a couple. Homegirl found out that he liked wigs. Then we try to tell her. I want her to apologize to Royce. I want Dwight Howard to really Listen, Royce Reed been trying to push her point across for the very long time. It became draining. I'm not sure if Amy likes it like that, or apparently not because they're not together anymore, right? Amy, you a damn fool. Amy, you are a fool for even trying to be with him. What, you was gonna turn him back the other way? Because he been like that. He been like that. He been like that. According to Royce Reed, the baby mama of his kid, he been like that, baby. You try to reverse him. Because you be on the internet just like we. You know he was the other way. You know he liked it the other.
Why y'all been going on this app and ain't nobody told me that Amy and Dwight Howell supposedly broke their engagement? Well, their engagement is off because she allegedly found out he was messing with niggas. Girl, I thought everybody knew that. I thought everybody knew that information to the point where I really thought you just accepted it. I honestly thought you had accepted it. Like, you were just okay with it. Because everybody in Atlanta know that about him.
You people didn't hold back one bit. Some of you people were not too kind to Amy, saying that Amy should have saw this coming. Amy didn't want to see it as what it was, and they kind of bit her in the butt. You know what? So, you know how that go for Amy. Amy had to learn the hard way rather than the good way, the wrong way. Well, we know Dwight Howell. We're hearing those rumors and stuff about his innuendo going both ways. But Amy Luciano, she just had to pick up the pieces and go. I think 6 months ain't gonna really give you nothing for real. But she looked at it like an opportunity to be his beard, and look where it got her. Nothing. Thank you all for watching this edition of Viral. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you next time for another edition of Viral.